after about 88 hours, I spent 2 of them benchmarking the game, I finally finished Dragon Age the Veilguard. Let's talk about it. First things first, I would not spend 88 hours in-game if I did not at least like some parts of it. The game worlds are visually very stunning, and it's also running on older hardware, which is a major plus for me. I felt right at home in the combat, which reminded me of Mass Effect, where 2 companions are the norm as well. Picking the right companions are essential as combos make your attacks stronger, which is needed for some of the bigger enemies, which take a lot of damage to fell on even the normal setting. But that is unfortunately where the positivity for Dragon Age the Veilguard ends, because the storytelling is very simplistic in this title when compared to the previous Dragon Age titles. And there's other things that just don't work for me. One of the things is that you need to show, not tell, when you tell a story, and they are telling a lot, including in 2D cutscenes, where they essentially spoil what is coming next. Why are you doing that? I have no clue. Show me what happens. Let it be a surprise, don't tell me. While the combat is good, your companions have God mode. This also results in enemies targeting the player rather than companions most of the time. And frankly, it makes it too easy. In the past games, it was imperative to have a tank on your team to absorb the blows and keep them alive. Here, you don't have to do that. And Dragon Age in this case should have been called Dragon Genocide as well, because you unalive a ton of them in this game. It would have been fine if they did not have mostly the same attack patterns. The first one I fought was a major pain, but every other one afterwards was a copy and paste of the same techniques. And they are sponges. They take a lot of damage on the normal difficulty setting. My wife actually played on the story setting and they went down inside 2 minutes. On normal it could take you a long time, especially if you are at a lower level. And then there's the romance, which was utterly disappointing at the end compared to Inquisition or even the first Mass Effect. I mean, wow. I'm honestly wondering why the Veilguard had a mature rating at all. And there was another thing that bothered me when it came down to romance and flirting. I flirted with every single female on the crew, and I actually found out that when you do that, there's one that actually burns way faster than all the others, even though you pick them up later in the game. And I'm talking about Taash.
So now we need to figure out if it's cash lock or Tom lock.
It also railroads you in their personal quest of finding themselves, and the way that they went about it is the same way they went about with the writing of practically the entire thing.
Why does it feel right?
Taash, do you like being a woman?
Nobody likes being a woman.
The writers must have thought that the world is ignorant and needs to be spoon-fed every single little thing.
Stupid, stupid, stupid.
They literally had a choice with Taash. Number 1, write them as a badass dragon slayer. Or number 2, do whatever they did in Dragon Age the Veilguard. Which, in my opinion, is just the Dragon Age director putting their personal issues into a video game. Which I think is a massive misstep. A lot of people play video games to escape from the real world, not to be reminded of the issues that plague them inside said real world.
Hey, Lucanus, are there non-binary crows?
Sure. Lots of them.
Do they still get capes?
Of course. Why wouldn't they get capes?
I don't know. People do stupid gender stuff. Only men can wear this, only women wear that. Stupid, stupid, stupid.
Despite this, Dragon Age scored very well. Checkpoint Gaming was leading the bunch with a 10 out of 10, but if you look through the positives, you already know that they are on the take, because no objective person would place the score at a 10 out of 10 and call it a masterpiece with those reasons. Especially when you put something in the negative column, which is an automatic deduction from 10. IGN placed it at a 9 out of 10, and there's just no way, no how that is an objective score either. Steam packs it at a 71% positive now, which is trending slightly downward from the last time I talked about it. VG Insights has it packed at still under 1 million sold at the moment of filming, and it's on a discount till December 19th. All those stats just don't scream a 10 out of 10 or even a 9 out of 10 game to me. My score for this game was a 6 out of 10. I enjoyed the visuals and the combat, and some of the storytelling wasn't too bad, but it really started coming into its own towards the end, and the entire game should have been like that. That feeling of dread, something that harkens back to the original Mass Effect trilogy. That was a world that I could truly live in. I would forget the rest of the world even existed when I played that game, and that is just not here with Veilguard, unfortunately. So conclusion, I have no clue what the BioWare leadership were thinking when they made this game. It is like they lost track of their target audience, and that makes me very worried for the future. Because if they copy paste what they did in Dragon Age into Mass Effect, that will be the second BioWare IP that will fall into the abyss. And BioWare, I'm frankly going to be surprised if they release the next Mass Effect at all. We at Moment of Filming still do not have official sales figures. Dragon Age was a bloodletting that won't make its money back. Mass Effect needs to be a slam dunk victory, but if the same leadership is involved in any significant way, we're done for. Please let me know if you play Dragon Age and if you think I am right or wrong in my assessment or completely full of popcorn. I would love to know what you think. As always, hashtag game for the sake of gaming. If you haven't subscribed to me yet and you watch my stuff, please do so. I'm almost at 1,000 subscribers at Moment of Filming. And as always, I will see you guys on the flip side. Take care.
Or any executive...
Activate the neutron purge.
I'm sorry, but I can't do that without proper code authorization.
Sic semper
That is not the correct code. Please report to security for arrest and interrogation.